Good evening, everybody. It's December 9th, 2025, and the grand finale of Rony's Tuesday Fun Race for this season. The second season running since this late summer, and it's finally time to close it all out. It's a delightful combo with myself, Owen Harmon, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined at the last minute by Jonathan Palmer. So, Jonathan, how are you keeping?
Premiere. Okay, yeah. Muted after the other day's Retro Cup, but also great to be here. I'm doing all right. Really enjoyed that premiere yesterday. I'm excited to see the next year of LFS, but really glad to be here for RTFR to help you out, Owen.
Yeah, very much appreciated, Deco. And it is the XRG around Blackwood Historic Reversed to conclude this lengthy campaign. So there you go. August the 5th was the beginning with the Fox around Rockingham, and now we finish up with the XRG at Blackwood Classic Reversed. So yeah, massive occasion with a massive turnout, and it's really exciting to have a classic circuit, historic reversed, as I should say. The treacherous chicane is gone, so we can just think about the long fight from turn 5 all the way to turn 6, Deco.
Yeah, classic OG demo car, but reverse combination. Demo doesn't have access to this, so but this is one of the first cars that everybody in LFS has ever gotten to touch. It's actually probably one of the best ones that I can drive, even though I'd never be at the top of the sheet, but it's a great track. The XRG short code is that 1.8 liter inline 4 with real wheel drive. It's actually got some pretty good get up and go with its 140 brake horsepower at 1150 kilos. I think it's actually one of the most popular cars in LFS, Owen.
Yeah, I'd certainly agree with that, Deco. It is a hugely popular car, and we're going to see exactly the popularity on show once again. A maximum turnout, which we can discuss on our qualifying or our Drivers' Championship. First of all, Gabor is champion. Tamuli, no matter what, cannot deny the title from the Hungarian. He's got the double secured this season. Michael Malik, though, you can't rule him out, though. He has a chance to factor for the runner-up spot. Sufor, a driver in very good form, as we would have seen yesterday in Retro Cup. He's going to battle Sidus Unite, as well as Rony and Mad Jester. And here's a look at the other drivers scrolling across our screens now. Lots and lots of competitors have given it their best shot, and there we go, more than 60. If Jay there in 60th is worth 4 points, yeah, there we go, 72 drivers in all have at least 1 point, and we could possibly increase that tally by another 3 or 4 drivers, Deco. Now,
it's been a pretty good championship. Yeah,
yes.
It's really good to see a very full race. I believe the season highest before today was 32, so a full stacked grid is fantastic.
Oh, it is indeed. And there's Mouseman on top with a 131.93, a competitive back and forth with Sidus Unite for the pole position. Naloi Luca, who's experienced with XRGs as well, he's starting from 3rd position. The champion Gabor has 4th, and Twin Cam in P5, one of the great stories of our season. He's in 5th place there with Lucas, Happy D, Ricardo, Michael, and Arska completing the top 10. But we are just about ready to vote to restart the session and get going. So we'll let the screen scroll by. It's a maximum of attendance here. Gat is there in 40th. Has just about squeezed in an eligible time. So well done to all of those drivers in the top 40 who have competed successfully. I think 1 or 2 will have to be asked to leave who didn't manage to make the cutoff. There we go. There's just the one. Loki couldn't make it this time. We'll appreciate the effort, and hopefully, yeah, we'll see everyone come in next season. So we'll double check if everyone who has set a time is willing to start. And we're on the grid right now, Deco. So let's bring it on one last time. Race green, race clean.
Indeed, beautiful seeing a fully stacked grid coming up that hill, heading then back down to it in that turn one. Let's see if everybody survives the first few corners, shall we?
Yeah, let's wait and see. So Loki is able to take a spot on the grid, so someone chose not to participate. But let's care about the action because we're going up the hill. It's going to be felt in this rear-wheel drive. Doesn't get the ideal benefit, having to really burn the clutch. But now Mouseman defends quickly from Unite. Now Luca down to the first proper braking zone ahead of Gabor. Twin Cam hanging on to P5 there, just a little bit of understeer. Lucas, that was wide. Lucas in a grey car is going wide. Ricardo and Happy D are grateful for the opportunity to breeze by. A little bit of trouble at the very back, but I think they're all pointing in the right direction, so that's a good sign.
The Muli and Lucas and Arsko were 3 wide coming out of turn 2, and now heading into this S curve to set up for that last corner before you head down that long backstretch. So a very critical corner coming up for all of these cars to get this run, but some good action through this first part of it, and everybody's kept their cars pointed in the right direction, it looks like.
Yeah, I think Martin, just ahead of our commentator, Adam Sears there, he's got a stop-go penalty, so he'll have to serve that at some stage in this 21-lap affair. We've got Rayman in action here with a helpful bump draft from Nick, TCR Nick, helping him up the hill, so I'd be very pleased about that. That'll help him. 3 wide between
just ahead.
Lucas. Yes, go ahead.
Magic, Lucas, and LaRue.
LaLaRue, yeah.
Or LaLaRue, and bypassing the chicane leaves this last corner of the track tight. Magic gets a little slide on coming out of the last corner, but still side by side as we head through the dip into up the hill to complete lap number 1 with Magic and Lucas side by side, and at the line it looks like Magic just had the place. And now 3 wide into turn number 1 again with a little bit of side-to-side contact between Magic and Lucas. Will they all get to clean? That displaces Magic, who runs off driver's left, and LaLaRue gets through and takes up P12 as now Rayman and Nick are in this small fracas.
My goodness, it's so hard to judge what's going on. Naloy Luca having a shot for Unite's second place, but Gabor will no doubt defend his teammates' honour before solidifying his championship victory. And here we go, back out of turn 5. On to start finish on Naloy Luca, a little bit of lag there, and Gabor suffers greatly for that. He's sent backwards, and the best pace of all is going to Happy D. He could get 2 positions out of nothing here, Deco.
Yeah, now Luca is still having some lag issues as Happy D gives a little bit of shot up the back to Gabbard to get a little bump draft to get them over ahead. And behind Happy D in the slipstream is Twin Cam. Let's see if these 3 can survive with the lag up ahead.
Oh, Ricardo's sliding all over the place, but he's able to catch a Happy D, goes wide. So
Happy D
opportunity.
Gets a slide job in.
Yeah, big old slide job. But anyway, we move on. Now Luca continues to lag a bit. Ricardo should have Michael covered, but Arska
up the inside of Michael with the Muli coming up, sneaking around the outside, seeing if he can maybe capitalize if Arska and Michael have a smidge of a coming together. As we head through turn number 1, Arska drips behind Michael. Michael gets a twitch on, which holds up Arska, and the Muli looking to try and capitalize and gain at least 1 position, if not 2. But Arska and the Muli have contact at turn number 2.
A bit of physicality there, and LaLaRue has a second opportunity to make this overtake for the top 10 position. Turn 3 into 4. That's another bit of contact, and Tamuli will feel that second impact. And now Magic has an opportunity for the slipstream coming up here. Rayman watching on, see what his teammate can or cannot do. Lucas and Nick are also very close by. And Gabor and Twin Cam unsure about their abilities for some reason. I don't know what is going on there. And now up the hill we go into the final curve. Oh, that looks a bit shaky there from Naloy Luca. And Unite will have to try and attack because, of course, Unite was P2 just a short time ago. And now Luca has taken the place for the race leader, Mouseman. His first pole position was clinched just about 10 minutes ago. And he's 2 seconds clear. Down the inside, though, Nalaluka, or sorry, that's Unite, ahead of Nalaluka again. Good job. And we carry on with this contest. Gabor will be interested to see if Nalaluka will continue to struggle with the lag. He's disappeared from view before popping back in. Oh, he's just going to be shaking all over the plot or the place here, Deco. This is trouble for Gabor because he can't usually engage with his ideal confidence.
It's always off-putting when somebody's lagging ahead of you. You never know where they're going to reappear when they disappear. This is one of the longest lag spikes I've seen today from Nalaluka.
But it's Gott who's timed out, so we've lost
Gott.
Gott.
Has timed.
Goodness gracious! So, Nalaluka is
side
back
by
on
side,
circuit.
just behind this, Ricardo up the inside of Happy D. Does he go in a little too deep and Happy D have a chance to come back? Does not look like it. So Ricardo up to P number 5 and storming down the course, trying to chase down Gabber.
Yeah, doesn't happen very often. That Gabor.
Happy D right up the back.
Yeah, so Happy D as well, also in play in a very riveting contest for 6th position there. Plenty of competitive lap times being set as the familiarity of combo is definitely apparent. Very few drivers are totally out of sync here. They're all able to stay very competitive. And even we can check out Rayman. He's very close to his teammate Magic. That's for 12th. But Lucas, he got a little bit too hasty into 3 and 4. But he seems to have recovered it just fine. And now we'll have a look at this battle behind. Rony is defending from Mad Jester and even Mosh Makari. So Zafaralis have 3 of their usual competitors in action. But Tamuli, who's trying to secure the runner-up spot in the championship, he's currently 11th. So Mosh Makari, he's watching Mad Jester's movements here. And Rony has the inside secured. So they're about even on speed here. Yeah, maybe a kilometer or two the difference. But let's check out the braking zone. It should be about 100 meters before the turn in. Yeah, there we go. Rony trying to slow.
Manchester kicks out. Manchester kicked out the rear.
There was a bit of contact off the back of Mad Jester there. So he's okay to carry on. And a new fastest lap from Mouseman, who is dominant so far as we reach the first quarter of the race. And there we go. So much to ponder what could happen. And even at the back of the pack, we've Martin Capal against 23 Mark. That's for 27th place. They're going side by side, but nothing coming
Skyfall
of it there.
Up the back of this too, so a 3-way fight.
Yes, indeed. So Skyfall looking very eager to make an overtake. Mark, 2 wheels on the grass there. That's going to cost him into the first part of the chicane, Deco. You have to make sure those tires are not going to slide him all over the place. But he's aggressive on defense. But yeah, there we go. We'll definitely see the understeer and a bit of oversteer as well. So this could be double trouble in just a moment.
Little bit of nose to tail contact as they hit the braking zone. Mark gets it crossed up coming out of the corner. Capal gets it even more. And now we got to battle up ahead with the twin cam.
Yes, Ricardo is through on the inside. Blocks
almost
the apex.
Spears Gabber.
Oof. Yeah, wouldn't have been very popular inside this world. But hey ho, Ricardo got the job done. Born to Race have an affinity for this car as well. They've several winners in recent times. So let's have a look at this battle now between Cam. His resurgence, he needs to make the pass. But no, Ricardo has him covered. Yeah, as I was saying there, the last 4 XRG races in RTFR have been won by 3 different Born to Race drivers, Spiky, Upsas, and Mantas. But now
There's
we've
a
a
bit
look
of
at...
sorry to interrupt, Owen, but
Yes.
there's a bit of a train that's formed behind Rony and Mad Jester with Haichi Roku and Motomakari and Vahakapus behind there. And now joining the back of it is Jonathan Provost and Igor. So what's this now? 6, 7, 8 car gaggle here as they come onto the back straight.
Yeah, and our very own JP, Jonathan Provost, wants to get last chance to compete. Of course, Crashmas isn't far away, and we know the drama of Provost last Crashmas. So let's see if we can end this RTFR campaign well. So he's
Provost giving a bump draft to Vahakapus.
Yeah, Vahakapus getting the very generous bump draft, but Motomakari has to watch his 2 mirrors to make sure he's able to watch out behind him properly. Hachiroku got the worst of it there, just in front of these guys. So yeah, he's missed the apex and onto the grass. So Motomakari will be ahead by a nose up the hill. Vahakapus also going for it on the inside. Hachiroku. Oh, he's defending it though, but again, the car will be tail happy. And this could be an invite for Provost. He's up on the high side now for Octopus. There we go. Great pass there from JP.
And Igor just behind Vahakapus. Getting into this chicane, you got to watch that big sausage curb on the entry. That'll cast you into the tires on the left-hander and pose you and the cars behind you. This train now still is looks like either they're catching Motomakari. Back up to Twin Cam and Ricardo, side by side down the back straight, bypassing the chicane, heading towards the final corner.
Yeah, we've even got Gabor making an overtake here. So Nalai Luka, it looks like his lag troubles are in the past. Fingers crossed. But Gabor says, yeah, I'm not too interested in that. I just want to race. And he's trying to hang on to the 3rd position. But Nalai Luka has a great drive up the hill. And he's going to try the overtake into the first braking zone here, Deco. Can he do it? We can. Wow.
Gabber has a very good run through that first corner.
Oh, the bumps, though. He's tried 3 times.
Well held, but that's going to let Twin Cam and Ricardo come stomping across.
Yeah. The tricolor waves with pride here. He's gone for 3rd. But Nanaluka, he wants the space. Bit of contact again. But Twin Cam's ahead. And Ricardo's coming through as well. This is a remarkable set of circumstances here. And our champion is flabbergasted, to say the least. He'll try and get 5th position back. But this is just unbelievable. And yet they still fight up the hill. Let's have a look at Magic here. He's going to have a fight.
3-car bump draft train with Lucas, Rayman, and TCR Nick that are trying to close that gap to Magic, and they may have him coming out of this last corner here.
Nick laid on the brakes. Can he make it count?
Oh,
Red
well
Lucas. Oh, Rayman as well. Also, defiant in this battle, but Lucas has him covered. And now back again for the 4th position. Ricardo versus Gabor. And Gabor's going to understeer a bit wide there. Coming back onto the circuit. Ricardo is able to react. But Nanaluka's race is doomed at this stage. I think it's all over. Yeah, he's out of the race. He spectated. We can't rule out Happy D. Oh, he has to brake late. And Michael Malik is there to
Arska's behind
snatch that spot. And turn
And
5 again.
Lalaroo is also behind here, and the Mooly is even caught up to this, so a 6 or 7 car train.
My word, yeah, we're just about to cross halfway, and we've been treated to an absolute spectacle here to round off the 2025 Season 2 of Rony's Tuesday Fun Race. Thank you very much for tuning in, whether it be Twitch or YouTube. And Arska will try and make this overtake on Happy D. Michael right in the middle, doing what he needs to do. Happy D gets the apex first and blocks the road. And that should be Arska now worried about the attack behind from Lalaroo. And Tamuli will be pulling out some of the binoculars just to witness what could happen between these 4 cars. They're all so close, Deco.
Why is it always that the slower cars give the greatest racing on? I love it. I cannot believe that we don't always get this great attention on these kind of races.
Yeah, indeed, Deco. I suppose the first answer is you can't coast off the pure horsepower. You have to actually put in a lot of work to make sure your cornering ability is sound, you're putting the car in the right place. And then I suppose the probability of errors with huge amounts of power, you will require downforce. So the dirty air, not too big of a problem. And indeed, pure power, if you get on the accelerator too soon, you're going to cause a problem for yourself and maybe another competitor. And if you're braking too late, you're
is getting a run on Arska, and now the Mooly makes it 3 wide down this long back straight. The Mooly pulling out a little earlier than I thought I would have over Lalaroo. But now looks like Arska drops back, and the Mooly and Lalaroo have contact behind, and that is a disadvantage to Lalaroo.
Oh, it certainly is, yeah. And you've got Pat Seeker there answering your question as well, Deco, in our Twitch chat. So they're longer in the turns and they need less power, so it makes it possible to take the battles without losing too much time. So yeah, we have plenty of input there from our Twitch chat tonight. So thanks very much, Darius, for your answer there. But we carry on lap 12 for our race leader Mouseman, the only driver in pure luxury at the moment.
Oh, Gabbers hit the wall! Gabbers hit the wall and lost it!
Oh, he's out of the race. The champion is out. He will be crowned no matter what. But Tamuli will do his best just to close the gap for a bit of pride here. But an unbelievable moment. Nalar Luca out of the race and Gabor out of the race. Well, this is certainly the most remarkable 24 hours in Live for Speed since the revival of the game during the lockdowns. With that trailer has absolutely popped off in the algorithms. 44,000 views since I last checked, and lots of happy commenters. So yeah, now that we're enjoying the game before that big update is tested in the public, we're gonna certainly be treated to a great way to round off the RTF4 season as well. So yeah, the popularity has an opportunity to pick up again in the 2026 sort of new year. But up the hill we go. Lalaroo versus Arska for 8th position. That's Arska giving up the spot for now. Lalaroo, can he slow it down in time? Yeah, looks good to me, Deco. He's through.
Very smooth move to fight that. But I think these two are going to scrap for the next several minutes. Arska, though, looking behind Lalaroo.
Ooh, Lalaroo got it wrong into turn 3. He had to catch the slide into 4. Leaves the door open. And if I were Arska, yeah, this is exactly what I would do in his position. Just take the corner normally and get the bit of slipstream. But, of course, Tamuli there, he could help Lalaroo out a bit. Give him a bit of a tow himself. Yeah, these road normal tires, when they get very hot, they're hard to cool down.
Rayman giving a bump to Mad Jester, trying to catch up to TCR Nick. Almost looked for a second like Rayman was. Ooh, Rayman getting a bit of a bad bump there, but they're pulling out a big gap over Lucas, but closing in the gap to Nick and Magic up ahead. So that these are some folks to watch. And side by side, grinding side by side between Rony and Moti Makari into the final corner. And Moti Makari takes up P number 15. Rony trying to chase him back down to recover that with Haichi Roku behind this.
Absolutely, yeah. Rony's got a superb run up the hill to complete his 13th lap onto lap 14. He honks the horn, goes down the inside, but Matt Makari stays as high as he possibly could. But that's an invite to Hachiroku down the inside into turn number 2 now. And that looks like a very clean pass. And Rony will be wondering, how on earth did I let that happen? Just behind Provost and Octopus also battling Igor, so we have a chance to talk about Igor now. And Octopus is still working hard there to defend. And Timu Soini, another driver who has a lot of space in front and behind him, so he just needs to stay cool and collected, and he should be okay for P21. Michael. Actually, Mas Makari has Rayman for very close competition. Hachiroku, though, is even faster. Got to take note of that with Rony behind. Rayman's taking a peek, but he had to have taken an earlier commitment than that to show his cards.
Hachiroku doing everything he can to stop in time without running wide there.
Yeah,
slideways braking.
Yeah, courageous stuff. It just about stayed on the right side of bravery there. And up the hill we go once again, watching out for Provost. But Rayman and Matt Makari side by side. And there we go, Hachiroku ahead of Rony as well. There we have it. They're back in a single formation. And Matt Makari heads this pack for this particular moment. Yeah, it's so unpredictable to call what could happen next. Good cornering speed there from Matt Makari. That'll help him out onto the turn 5 exit and then the back straight. But again, Hachiroku looks pretty strong as well, Deco.
Very close competition, though, so strong for one is only just slightly stronger than the other. So I'm finding this battle is going to go on a long time, as Rony coming up the inside of Hachiroku. Heading down the back straight, crossing the second intermediate. Looks like Rony is going to have it unless he gets it wrong at the chicane. And Rayman taking a look up the inside of Moti Makari, which holds up Rony a bit. And Rony and Hachiroku are going to come side by side. Roku getting on the grass with the right side tires a little bit as they drag up the hill towards the start-finish line to complete the 15th tour of Blackwood. Reverse and head down the hill into turn number 1. And Rony just ahead with the outside line, keeps it neat and tidy, and looks like he'll be clear of Hachiroku for now, and both of them try to chase down Rayman and Moti Makari.
Yeah, that they will do. More efforts before the end of the race will be required to secure that position. P14 it is now for Moti Makari. And just ahead, I see Nick and Magic, but we have behind Provost versus Igor and Octopus. There we go through turn 5, and it looks like Igor is in where he needs to be. And now Arska and Lalaru all up in the action right now. So Lalaru is not quicker. You'll have to rely on the braking power or a bit of a switchback. Oh, the tail gets very happy there. And a big slide, maybe triggered by hitting the curb a little bit too early, or the grass. And now Provost versus Igor. Breaking late around the high side in the all-black livery is Igor. Provost. Yeah, he's going to concede that one. Beautiful work there from Igor. But Vahactopus is having a go himself. Happy D and Michael Malik for P5. Michael, of course, wants to finish as high up the table as he can, dreaming of a second place in the championship, but that at the moment doesn't seem possible, thanks to Tamuli. But Happy D, if he overtakes, hits the sausage curbs a little bit too hard there, but he's able to rescue it without too much of a scare. But Michael Malik has that little bit of a gap that he can work to defend. Whereas if it was the way it should have been, from Happy D's point of view, he would be right up the bumper right now.
If our John had a dive on Hermione into turn 1, and he got it, Hermione put it kicking out the left rear a little bit, exiting turn number 1. Hermione with still closeness onto John. Up ahead, we've got Vahactopus going around Provost on the left-hand side as they take a drag down to the final corner, with Igor escaping up the road just a little bit. Soini is behind these two a fair way, so these two have some room to scrap with each other. But Vahactopus clears Provost in the final corner, and coming to complete the 17th tour with 4 rounds of the course remaining, Owen.
Yeah, so lap 18 means 4 to go. We're on the bumper cam for JP at the moment, but he'll stay in the pocket to see. Igor made a mistake. That didn't look too comfy for Igor, and he's back in range. And just ahead, Rayman and Rony, the teammates, are having an almighty duel at the moment. It looks better for Rayman at the moment. So yeah, 5 different drivers to worry about in this single camera shot. Yeah, we will see Rony plot his counter. Yeah, Rayman gets a bit more oversteer, but it's Arska this time. Deco, is this Lalaru's best chance before we see the checkered flag? And down the inside, this is Lalaru. He has to resort to the handbrake. He wouldn't have made the apex.
Lets Arska back in for a drag down the front straight.
Yeah, the handbrake has kept Lalaru competitive, otherwise he would have been way off course. And he has made the overtake for now. 3 laps to go. But let's revert back, because Hachiroku and Mosh McCarry neck and neck up the hill. Will require photo finish. Hachiroku ahead by a nose there, 1/100th of a second. And he is officially through on the inside. Then the turn to the right for turn 1 officially helps him defend. But Mosh McCarry won't lie down. He's going for it again, Deco. Up the hill, side by side yet again. And it will be turn 4. The left-hander out of the chicane. That will make the difference here. So to the right, Hachiroku should be able to lead the way. But if he's too hot...
A little bit of a tap.
Yeah, a small tap, but nothing worse than that. And again, Mosh McCarry needs to show a little bit of decorum here. Just hold back. He makes contact. But Hachiroku will survive a spin. He did pick up a little bit of grass. And now for 5th position, Happy D and Michael Malik, the master race car teammates. Happy D and Michael just having a bit of a play with the horn. Happy D is going wide, almost into the pit lane, blend line. And Michael is going to defend that one. Happy D will think, what was I thinking there? And now Hachiroku, he's doing the same thing. A little bit too quick. And that allows Rayman have a quick glance at what might come. with 2 to go now, Deco. So it's all tense across the field except for Mouseman. Touch wood. He should have a comfortable win here.
Mouseman has had the most boring, pedantic race I think he's probably had in his sim racing career. He has been at the front since the lights went out, and he is. I'll finish this point.
Go ahead.
When we come to call him to the finish here in a minute.
Okay, I just saw a bit of contact with McElroy and Hachiroku, but we're watching Matt Jester in his duel with Nick. So right now it's Hachiroku on screen. Rayman and Rony, are they gonna go for the collective bargaining as a duo, or will they just go for it as their individual selves with 1 lap to go? Let's continue with 1 lap to go almost.
The Mooly had a run on Happy D coming out of the final corner, but matching pace more or less down the back straight, letting Michael, Happy D's teammate, get a little bit of breathing room on here. Happy D pushes it in too much into the final corner and brings it around to lose the position to the Mooly, as Mouseman is on his final lap and possibly going to break the chain of Born to Race drivers winning in the XRG, Owen. The last 4 XRG races have been won by 3 different Born to Race drivers. And with Twin Cam in third, that is going to be a combo broken.
Yeah, we have a sequence smashed here and a brand new winner to sign off on this campaign. He's just the 1 braking zone away now. His best ever results was with the Reso mod on the Oval P2 back then. But Unite just miles behind at this stage, about 7 seconds worse off. Twin Cam will have to break the toe of Ricardo here just to make sure. But Mouseman going up the hill. He's got a car.
Oh, Michael got it wrong coming on to the back straight and has lost position to the Mooly and is so behind that Happy D is going to pass him, and Lalaroo gets around him.
Yeah, and through the final corner, Mouseman will be the final winner of the 2025 Rony's Tuesday Fun Race competition for Season 2. And it's an absolutely well-deserved victory. It's thoroughly deserved. He's driven
Lalaroo and
Happy
D side by side into the final corner for 6th place. And
that looks like Lalaroo to me. Yes, good job. Just get it up the hill, and he will secure the win. Unite P2, Twin Cam on the bronze medal step. Ricardo, best the rest in P4, and a little take of a...
Nick and Matt Jester side by side across the line with a little bit of contact. TCR Nick gets that just ahead. We've got a side by side gaggle between Rayman and Haichiroku coming across the line. Photo finish. Let's give that to Haichiroku. Behind Montemakari, ahead of Rayman and Rony.
Goodness, that was one of the battles of the entire race. We've Octopus, Igor, Provost signing off on the top 20. Timu Soini kept to himself tonight, 21st. Stephen Martin, 22nd. Didn't get to talk about him tonight. Yargatilla, similar enough, in 23rd. LG Mies rounds off the campaign in 24th. Skyfall, 25th. Martin Capel all the way down in 26th. They're nearly a minute off the race winner. Then Voltish and Gattis are our final finishers, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, we've 1 more, or 3 more, I should say. Mark, John, Hermione, Sears. Actually, we do have our final finisher coming, and it's Artis. So my apologies to those guys. They were just a minute plus behind. So there we go. That's absolutely everybody accounted for. Mouseman having a celebratory drift display with his fellow podium setters, Unite and Twin Cam. So the podium should probably be found at a pit exit, I believe, if my memory serves me well. But there we go. Well done to all of our competitors. 32 minutes and 25 minutes, or 32 minutes 25 seconds of absolutely awesome action here, Deco.
What a race. Action all the way through, all the way up and down the grid.
You betcha. Yeah, absolutely delightful. work here from our drivers. So there's another summary as we watch Mouseman bask in the success for the very first time in RTFR history. 7 seconds was the winning margin against Unite, who was the sole standing sideless car after Gabor's exit. Twin Cam on a very good run this campaign. He gets P3. Ricardo, Tamuli, Lallaroo, Happy D, Michael Malik, Arska, and Magic are the top 10. Nick for TCR, Matt Jester, Red Lucas, Martin McCarry, Hachiroku, the top 15. Then we've Rayman, Rony, Vahoctopus, pardon for the pronunciation there, I'm sure it's wrong. Igor and Provost are the top 20. On to page 2, we have Timu Soini, Stephen Martin, Yari Katila, LG Meese, Skyfall, Martin Kapal, Valtish, Gattis, Mark, John in the top 30. Hermani, Sears, and Artis were the drivers who got across the line successfully, but Loki, Gabor, Nalaluka, Martin, and Goss did not make the finish, unfortunately. And there we go, Deco. Do we have any interview takers? You've certainly offered up the opportunity, which doesn't happen.
Looks like one of our fellow broadcasters here on SBTV gave himself a race, so shall I bring him in?
Mouseman's actually just arrived as well, so
yeah, let's do race winner first then.
Okay.
Mr. Mouseman, welcome to the commentary box. Good job on your win today.
Congrats.
Hi guys, hello, thank you very much.
So I suppose the obvious thing to talk about is the battle for pole position between yourself and Unite. It was absolutely superb stuff. So what was your feeling in that back and forth?
It was quite tough, honestly. I had some difficulties with the setup itself during the quali. Then at the last 10 minutes, I decided to try the hot lap set, which is with the hybrids, and it turned out it was the answer to my problems.
My goodness, yeah. So it's certainly a rare case where a pole position trades back and forth so often, but then off the start, it looked like you had yourself comfortably in defense against the two Sidus cars and Nalaluka as well. So did you feel there was any stopping you tonight?
Honestly, this is the first time I actually get a pole position on RTFR. It's my first victory as well, and I was ridiculously nervous at the start because I knew that with the cold tires this thing does not want to grip, it doesn't want to turn, it's just sketchy to drive for the first 2 laps. But yeah, I'm grateful I'm taking in the moment because I know it's very unlikely to repeat what I just did for myself tonight.
Very, very good. Deco, do you have any questions?
Nothing really to ask you, Mouseman, other than congratulations on your win. Hope you enjoyed the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll let you go, and if we don't see you again, enjoy the holiday season and the new year. So congratulations on the win.
Thank you guys, you too. Have a lovely holiday season.
Thank you very much. So,
Alright, let's bring
Sears
in
was second, so
Twin Cam next.
Okay,
And,
let's hear from Twin Cam.
My team speak will drag him in. There we go. Twin Cam, welcome to the commentary box. How was your race today, finishing 3rd place?
Yeah, it was good. I think I just got there at the right moment and got through the chaos.
Yeah, definitely an unusual situation. Nalaluka's lag proved to be quite impactful. Certainly Gabor will have words about it. He said so in our Twitch chat. So were you able to just ignore what was going on and pick your spots?
No, at the start I was behind Gabor and I noticed what was happening, but it kind of dropped me off a little bit, but then obviously it slowed Gabor down too. And myself and Ricardo were fighting, and then we caught up to Gabor and Nalu, and just I seen the moment and I took it. And then Ricardo was catching me for the rest of the race.
Yeah, it was a super battle with Ricardo, in fairness. The two of us were back and forth pretty much.
Yeah, it was very fun.
I suppose my final question is a pretty obvious one. We built you up for the Crashmas feud back in the summertime with the XL that was almost the victory for the Fighting Irish. So, will we see you in St. Stephen's Day?
Yeah, of course you will. Hoping to make
Good
it
stuff.
win number 2.
Nice.
Join the elite club of two-time winners.
Yeah, hopefully. I doubt it, but I don't think people will let me, but I'd look forward to it.
Sure, look it, as we always say. That's okay. So, Twin Cam, really appreciate your time and have a good evening, okay?
You too. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, one more to talk to is Mr. Sears, one of our competitors who run out the race way down in 32nd place, but that still wasn't last. So, Mr. Sears, how was your race, man?
Good evening, gentlemen. It was actually going really well for the first 2 laps. I'm just looking at the replay now. I was up to like 27th, 28th from 30 something on the grid.
You said first 2 laps? It's a 21-lap race, mate.
Yeah.
So what happened the other 19?
Minor incident when we were 3 wide going into the braking zone in the last corner. I was on the outside and it didn't go too well for me. Stalled it.
Gosh.
But yeah, so it was a fight back from that point. And yeah, I just tried to call back some laps.
Yeah, I suppose when it's time to prepare for a stream, it's normally a very quiet preparation for me. I just hang out in the commentary box and just do my own thing while we stream. But tonight, yourself and Nick were working together in qualifying just to sort of get a feel for the place. So this is one of our well-known combos in LFS, the XRG around Blackwood, albeit in reverse. So would it be a track that you feel is warranting of the popularity?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was really good fun. I mean, yeah, I did some testing over the weekend, and I was driving on a rallycross setup because apparently the name of the track's changed at some point over the course of LFS, so that wasn't great. But yeah, the track's brilliant. The car's actually really good fun. It was a really good laugh.
Super stuff. Would you try your luck again next year? Do you feel you could
Yeah,
do a bit more?
I'm gonna dabble. I just don't want to overcommit myself and get people out of my depth. But yeah, I'm just sort of picking and choosing when I can get some learning in. But everyone else has got so much more experience than me. It's just sort of playing around with the other newbies. But it was good fun.
That's all for me. Deco, do you have any questions for Adam?
Nope, I'm good with it. What a great day of racing from everybody. Good to have you in the race too, Adam. You do plenty of great work with us on the commentary side, but it's good to let loose every once in a while, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you for giving up your evenings to do this as well. It's really good. Thank you.
And that will conclude our impromptu interview section to put a bookend on our impromptu partnership here, Deco. So I thank you so much for stepping in. I suppose you didn't even expect to do it yourself, but you just decided, I may as well. So was it worth about an hour of your time?
It was absolutely worth a bit of my time. Glad to step in. It's a nice change from adminning races and spending all my days doing work. But great to pair with you, Eoin, and I'd like to thank Chris McElroy, Elmo behind the scenes directing for us, and of course Sir Peter Butcher having a good time helping us set up the broadcast in advance.
Yeah, he certainly left us the foundations to get to work. So thank you very much to both Chris and Pete there for doing the necessary background work to make sure the stream could go ahead as planned. So certainly the views for the Retro Cup absolutely exploded. One of our best ever streams, thanks to that LFS released, or the certainly the future patch trailer. So yeah, I'm sure the momentum will wind down a little bit now after that excitement, but of course we do have a little bit more action to come before Christmas time, and indeed after Christmas time, with Crashmas on the 26th. So the British call it Boxing Day, so I prefer St. Stephen's Day myself on this side of the Irish Sea. So there we go, whatever you prefer to call it. It should be great days racing. But yeah, from ourselves, Eoin Harmon and Jonathan Palmer with Chris McElroy, we really appreciate all support tonight, yesterday, and all year long. It's been a fabulous year of racing, and we look forward to even greater heights in 2026. So Bye-bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your evening.